What if I told you the reason you're not losing weight is because you're eating too little? I know, it sounds backwards. Every diet culture message in the past 40 years has told you to eat less, move more, cut carbs, cut fat, cut something else, which has led to a situation that I see now in my practice every single day. I work with women in their 40s coming to me asking for help because no matter how less they're eating and how much they're exercising, they still can't lose weight. And I see how they are chronically under-eating for years and their body is screaming at them, sending signals of under-eating, and those people ignore it for years. Today I'm going to show you 5 signals that your body asking for more food, not less. And if more than 2 sounds like you, then we need to have a serious talk. I'm Sofia. I'm a nutritionist with 12 years of experience and more than 6,000 clients. And the #1 pattern I probably see in all of my clients in their 35 plus is this constant under-eating problem. And they're coming to me and they are blaming themselves that they're doing something wrong, that they're doing not enough. But what's actually happening, their body tried to protect them. And let's look on the science, because maybe your body also protects you and you need to be really honest with yourself, because maybe you're also in a constant under-eating process. Before I give you the science, a quick science. When you try to lose weight and to fit, I don't know, in a wedding dress, to be able to go to beach, I don't know, for holidays, your brain doesn't really understand what is going on. So if you're cutting these calories drastically, if you're eating too few calories, your brain actually doesn't understand what motivation you have behind that. For your body, when you decrease calorie consumption dramatically, it's a threatening mode. So 2 things happen. 1, it slows your metabolism. Less heat, less energy, less everything. You even start moving less, even if you're not feeling that. 2, it stores every calorie as fat because it doesn't know when the next meal is coming. And the signals that is actually happening to your body right now, they're everywhere. If you know what to look for. Quick note before we go through the science. If more than 2 feels uncomfortably familiar, I have a free quiz that will help you to understand how your metabolism functions right now. It's 2 minutes, it's completely free. You will get an advice from me after filling up this quiz. So find the link in description for this video and let's go through these 5 signs. Signs #1, which is not happening so often, just for people who've been in a calorie deficit for extremely long time, in a big calorie deficit, is that you're constantly cold. I'm talking about this kind of cold when even you are wearing a jumper or you're in a warm room, you still feels cold, your feet are cold, your hands are cold, even it's warm for everyone else, you really feel cold. And here's why it happens. When you chronically undereat, your thyroid gland downregulates a hormone called T3. T3 is what keeps your body warm. It's your internal thermostat. Low T3, low body temperature. It's your body saying, we need to conserve heat because we can't afford to burn more energy. Signal #2, you hit the wall at 3 p.m. every single day. You're fine in the morning, fine through lunch, and then around 2:30, 3 o'clock, your brains turn to mush. You can't concentrate, you feel like you need a nap, so you reach for coffee or for chocolate or for both. And the caffeine hit patches it for an hour, but by 5 p.m., you're crashing again. Signal #3, you're good all day, but then evening is coming. You can't stop eating chocolate, chips, biscuit, a glass of wine, then another. It's like I was so good the whole day, but then I can't stop eating at night. A quick stop here, because most of my clients, they're saying, I don't have enough willpower. I cannot resist chocolate. I cannot resist pizza if my family eats pizza. It has nothing to do with your willpower. Your body just running so low, so you cannot survive that. If you remember a ghrelin hormone, this small monster from the previous video, when it wakes up, it needs to take food. And if you forgot to feed this hormone, it will wake up at night when you are less resistance to overeating. The signal #4 that is also sometimes connected to some deficiencies, like iron deficiency, vitamin D deficiency, because that's what's happening when you are not eating enough calories, means that you eat not enough food you're not eating enough micronutrients, micronutrients, and vitamins and minerals, and then you are deficient in some specific vitamins and minerals. You start seeing some changes in your skin, in your hair, in your nails. You're really losing a lot of hair, especially in the season where it's not typical for you, not in the beginning of autumn or spring when we're usually losing more hair, but it's like it's constantly happening every day. There's also a sign that you're under eating not just calories, but important vitamins and minerals. And I want to be clear here, you can spend enormous amount of money on supplements. Collagen, some hair and nail supplement, it will not work, because supplements, if they work, because not all of them, they just work along with nutrition. You can't constantly undereat and hope that supplements will cover these deficiencies. And sign number 5, which is probably the most frustrating for people I work with, is that you don't see any changes on scales. Not in your body composition, not in your clothes size. You are eating even less and less. You ate 1,200 calories, then you start eating less, you start exercising more, you're going more often to gym, but you don't see any changes. I can't imagine how frustrating this is, because I'm every single day on Zoom calls with my client explaining them why it actually happens. There is a really complex mechanism beside that, and if you're interested in that, I will do one video exactly specifically focused on why you're not losing weight if you're eating too less, because I can't cover everything in just single video. But to give you an understanding, your body in a survival mode. It doesn't know when the food will come next. It doesn't know how many calories it needs to store, how much fat it needs to store, because fat is like in a reserve in case we are not eating anything. Our body can burn this fat to get some energy, and it's also burning some muscle mass, which is also really bad if we use our muscle, our precious muscle, as a fuel source. Imagine that you have phone at 2% charge, and your key from your car, like key from my car is in my phone, key from my apartment is in my phone, and I know that I need somehow to drive home, I need to have enough charge to be able to start my car and to open my apartment. So like I will turn off everything that is possible. I will turn off Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, I will put my iPhone in an airplane mode just to be able to save this energy. That is what exactly your body does when you're eating too less and at the same time trying to move more. And the main message I want you to take from this, that you are not broken, you don't have a broken metabolism, you are just doing too much, and you are pushing your body, instead of losing weight, you are pushing your body to preserve everything, like every single precious fat cell your body already has. Okay, now be honest with yourself. How many of those things you already have? If you have 2 or even more than 2, I would totally recommend you to take my free quiz. I based this quiz on my experience working with 6,000 clients. That would give you an understanding on which ground you are right now in terms of metabolism, your weight loss, and what could be your next step. After taking this quiz, you will get a list of personalized recommendations you could implement on your daily basis to start achieving new results. I will not let you go with no solution, because we just spoke about the problematic part of this topic. Let me show you 3 steps you can implement already today. Number 1, add food instead of cutting something out. Add protein to every meal. Add healthy fats. Add complex carbohydrates. Add fiber. If you're too scared to start adding food, just start with your breakfast. 30 grams of protein before 10 a.m. Eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and watch what happens to your afternoon energy. Number 2, eat your biggest meal before 3 p.m. Your body's ability to process food is higher in the morning and lower in the evening. Front load your day, and that nighttime binge often disappears in 2 weeks when you eat more during the day. And number 3, the most important, like the top of importance in my whole speech, stop counting just calories, because calories is not everything. Yeah, we need to remember about calorie balance, but if you've been constantly under eating for some time, your body mixed up all the signals. You can't count just on calories. You need to understand like the quality of food, what is inside those calories you're eating. And your FitnessPal app doesn't know that you are hungry after lunch. And if you're just relying on this app, on those calories, you are stop hearing your own body. And your body is the only thing you need to listen to. So use the data in your advantage, but not against your appetite, your power, your mood, your, weight loss, because sometimes it doesn't work together. The women I worked with who break this cycle, they don't do it with another diet. They do it by learning how to trust their body again and giving it what it actually needs. If something in this video seems familiar to you, it's not a coincidence. I'm Sofia, this is Beyond Dieting channel, and if you feel related to this topic, subscribe to channel and drop me a comment. I will see you next week in my new video.